First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started, and we are underway from Ford Field. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as... right away, and it's second down. Back to throw, Fields. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Open man is Noah Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The Lions at 14-2 heading into this final week. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fields going up top. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Okay, break. 19 strikes.
Stanley looking to pass. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's Stanley to throw. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing is Stanley. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to pull those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Stanley. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now Stanley. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time, you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. If they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Fields. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. shot. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Up past the 10 to about the 12. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
That's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Hodges, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them real big, but still all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hodges. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up the 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Stanley. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Play action. It's Fields. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in close territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Well, no, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 3rd down, Hodges. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll run with Chubb. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. McManus's point after is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Fire.
Position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Willis will try again here after the pick six. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Willis. Quick slant to Otten. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Willis. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Hold
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Willis looks to pass it here. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ballgame, Charles. And we're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores. Probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ballgame. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Otten. And they're going to get this up to midfield. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. George Pickens with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Down several scores of ball behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, with the offensive line, you're being concerned, protecting your quarterback, even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. On 2nd and 9, Willis. That ball caught by Campbell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play action, Willis. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to lose yardage here. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Willis is going to throw once more. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Hodges, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On 2nd and 11 now, Willis. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. On 1st down,
Hodges, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Tay Crowder able to make the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously... rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd down, here's Willis. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Willis. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's got some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards
managed the pickup there and also a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he goes diving forward to try to get an extra yard or two.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran